Late at night, while everyone else in the world is asleep, a little doll is excited for Halloween. Jessii has been working away making button eye boxes for girls and boys far and wide, so they may see into other worlds as she does. This time she's added some spooky touches to match the season. Witches, skeletons, and bats galore. But that's not all. She's captured some lonely ghost friends and placed them into jars for you to keep company. They glow in the dark to bring some light to your nights. It's her gift to you, only available on jessiivee.com for limited time. What color will your button eyes be this Halloween?
Hey guys, it's Jessii Vee, and in today's video, I'm going to be telling you some very terrifying Barbie creepypastas. So these are spooky, scary stories, but specifically Barbie themed, which I think is so cool. By the way, I love this Scream shirt. It says call me. Isn't that hilarious? And yes, I'm wearing my ghost in a jar necklace everywhere, all the time. These are available once again on the website for limited time. Before I get started, I do want to meet you. I am having a Halloween meet and greet on October 19th. It's gonna be at our retail store location in Orangeville, Ontario, Canada. I have a link down below with the address and all the information, but it's gonna be from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. It's a free event. We're gonna have animatronics all over the store. We're gonna have trick-or-treat stations, come in costume, spooky music. It's gonna be so cool. And because this is a free event, if you can, please bring a non-perishable food item with you. We always partner with the Orangeville Food Bank. And so if you can come with just one thing, two things, it would just be amazing if we can fill up that bucket and give back to the community. We also have an exclusive store-only product that is launching the day of the meet and greet. And it is these jumbo Coraline dolls. It is insane. This is the other mother doll. It is wrapped in the newspaper, just like in the movie. And they're just jumbo and amazing. And there's only 6 available. So anyone who comes to the meet and greet will have access to these jumbo Coralines. And for those of you who are interested in our online store, I have just launched my pocket pumpkins. I made these myself. I've been loving doing the DIY crafts and like creating things for you guys. It's just been so fulfilling. And so I made these little oddity jars. They have pocket pumpkins inside of them. And I put moss and flowers and a tree stump, and every single Adopt-a-Pumpkin has a different name. So this one is named Willow, this one is named Clyde, so everyone's will be unique, and they glow in the dark. So if you put these on a shelf in your room and you charge them during the day, you'll have a glowing oddity jar by night, which is so cool. I have linked them down below. And lastly, if you would like this new Halloween backdrop, all you have to do is be subscribed to this channel and my second channel called Vee Vlogs, and head over there and comment the black cat emoji on our most recent video. I know I'm just throwing out so much information at you guys right now. I'm so sorry. There's just always a million things going on in my life. I'm always crafting, I'm always doing things, meet and greets. So I know my intros always seem jam-packed. It's just there's always something exciting going on, and I'm always excited to tell you. You know, you guys feel like family, friends. It's like we have a 2 to 3 minute catch up all of a sudden, and then we get into the spooky content, you know? So for those of you who don't skip by my intros, you're the real ones. I love you. Okay, so let's get into these Barbie creepypastas. The first one is called The Haunted Dream House. So we're doing yet another spooky video about the Barbie dream house. This story comes from a perspective of a mother that had bought her daughter a Barbie dream house. At first, things were normal, but the mother would soon start to notice that it would make little creaks and thuds in the night. At first, she thought her daughter was just up in the middle of the night, walking around, maybe playing with her toys. But whenever she would go investigate and peek into her daughter's room, she would see her daughter was fast asleep, and the creaking and thudding noises were coming from her Barbie dream house. Then things progressed and got weirder and weirder. Sometimes she would walk by her daughter's bedroom and would look inside, and the dream house would be glowing. Like so much light was spilling out from the tiny plastic windows. And at first she thought that maybe her daughter was putting a flashlight inside the house to make it look realistic at night. But upon closer inspection, she would look inside and see that the kitchen light would be on, for example, in the tiny house. And she did not remember the dream house coming with any batteries, so she was so confused, so creeped out. And after being spooked for weeks and weeks on end, she decided to throw the house away. And she had to lie to her daughter. She said, listen, there's a spider's nest in here, we have to get it out. And she would like go and toss it in the trash. trash. That very night that she threw it out, she was hearing footsteps in her daughter's bedroom. So thinking it must be her daughter this time, she walked down the hallway, peeked into her daughter's bedroom, and the dream house was back on the floor, on the carpet, but this time covered in mud and dirt, like it had literally crawled back inside from the garbage can. And so yeah, that is super creepy. I would not want to be that poor mother experiencing that. Okay, this next one is so weird. This is called Pregnant Midge's Secret. And this is from the perspective of a sister, so I'm gonna read it in first person like I am that sister. My sister had always been a huge Barbie fan. She collected all the dolls and spent hours dressing them up, but there was one doll that she wouldn't touch. Pregnant Midge. The doll creeped her out. She said because of the removable baby belly, she would tuck Midge away in the back of her closet and we didn't talk about it again. Yeah, that doll was like banned back in the day, right? Like it was such a weird doll to give to kids. One night, I woke up to find my sister sitting on the floor of her room staring at Midge's box. She was pale, her eyes wide with fear.
Midge is moving,
she whispered. At first, I thought she was just sleepwalking, but then I saw it. The doll's belly was shifting as though something inside was alive. See? No. I don't like this at all. I watched horrified as the belly of the doll began to bulge. Slowly, a crack formed and something dark slithered out. Not the plastic baby, but something else, something wrong. It crawled across the floor towards us, leaving a trail of sticky black liquid behind. Are you kidding me? The next morning, Midge was gone from her closet. My sister refused to talk about it ever again, but at night, I hear scratching sounds coming from her room. Do not like. That is so creepy, especially because we know that specifically is a banned Barbie doll. And I don't like the thought of it being a creature inside her belly instead of a baby. Then we have the talking Barbie malfunction. This is about an aunt that bought her niece Jenna a talking Barbie for her birthday. And the doll is programmed to say things like,
"Let's go shopping,"
or
"You're my best friend."
But one night, she heard something different coming from her bedroom. The doll was talking, but not in its usual cheery voice. It sounded distorted, lower, like something was wrong with the electronics. She leaned up to her niece's door and she could literally hear what the doll was saying. It was whispering things like,
"I want to hurt you. Let's play forever."
So the aunt burst through the door, ripped the doll out of her hands. She took out the batteries, but the doll kept talking. And her niece swore it had never done anything like that before. So she threw the doll away, but heard its voice the next night coming from the attic. So yeah, that's absolutely terrifying. This next one is called Doll Heads Everywhere. A family moved into a new house and the daughter started finding Barbie doll heads everywhere. At first they thought they were left over from the previous owners, maybe parts of an old collection, but the heads kept appearing in the yard, in her toy chest, on her windowsill. And the worst part was that there were no Barbie bodies to go with them. It was just the heads, all staring blankly with their lifeless eyes. So the girls' parents obviously threw them all away, but they kept coming back. Like each morning, they would be back in the spots they had found them the previous day. One night, the mother even found one on her pillow. And that night, the mother woke up to see her daughter standing at the end of her bed. It almost looked like she had been sleepwalking. And when the mother asked her what was wrong, the little girl whispered,
"They're coming for you."
Yeah, and that's how that one ends. It's just so random, like you're moving into a new house hoping for a new awesome life and Barbie heads are everywhere. No thanks. And then lastly, we have one called the Growing Hair Barbie. A girl found an old Barbie doll at a garage sale and the seller told her it was real human hair, which she thought was weird, but an interesting feature. Maybe it was some sort of weird collector's item, but after a few days, she noticed something odd. The hair was growing. She trimmed it, but the next morning it would have grown back even longer than before. And it wasn't just growing, it was changing color too. It seemed like every time she cut it, it would get darker and darker, almost black. And soon, the Barbie's hair was absolutely everywhere. She found strands of it on her clothes, in her food that she was eating. It was like strung around her furniture, it was on her front lawn. And she tried to throw the doll away, but it would reappear in her bed every single night. And the hair is now in every corner of her house and she doesn't know what to do. So in this creepypasta, she's reaching out to the public saying, "Help, how do I stop this? And I would never want to be in her position, that's for sure. Anyways, so guys, those are all the Barbie creepypastas I'm going to be talking about today. If you want me to do a part 2, let me know. But don't forget, the meet and greet is on October 19th. All the information linked down below. And if you would like a Adopt a Pumpkin oddity jar, that is linked down below as well. Because I made them myself, there's only so many. So if you would like one before they're gone, definitely check it out. But I hope you have an awesome rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!